Hey, YouTube. Y'all here? I don't see anybody. Well, listen, I'm going to jump right into this thing because I got only a little bit of time before I got to take out the little fella. Hi, Fraser Laurie. We did talk about this story a little bit last week about the situation with DJ Envy and his compadre, CESAR Pina. Well, it looks like for sure CESAR Pina is a real crook, right? And it's not been determined how much involvement DJ Envy has in his little business ventures. Hey, people. Hi, Erica J. The Sparkle Covington. I am Miss Red. Lady T. Sandra. How y'all doing? Kumquat coming. Q Blouse, Tim. Thank you. How y'all doing? We're going to talk a little bit about this thing. So it's been reported today that this business associate of DJ Envy has been arrested today. I'm skeptical because none of the major news and the networks are reporting this. This is mostly coming from YouTubers. I see 3 or 4 of them are reporting it, but usually I don't consider it to be real unless a news network is reporting it, right? At least somebody local there, at least the local news, someone like that. They're in New Jersey, so New Jersey, no one is reporting it. No networks are reporting it yet. So we'll just say allegedly. This dude, CESAR, has been arrested on today. Now, at first I was going to title my video, Has CESAR been arrested? But really, him being arrested would not make the news because he would be in and out so fast that we wouldn't even be aware of it until after it was over, right? If this man is capable of bilking people out of millions and millions of dollars, surely he could raise enough money to bail out of jail. Since this was not a murder case, this was not a major violent felony, his bail wouldn't be that high. So maybe we'll hear more about the story on tomorrow. He's going down. They're going to come and get him at some point, but I don't know that we can say that he's been arrested yet. Although some people are reporting that. So the situation is, I think you guys are already aware of it. We talked about it a little bit last week. DJ Envy has hooked his heels with this guy, CESAR Pina. They are business associates. DJ Envy is downplaying it now, saying that they're not business associates. He just endorsed him and had him on the show. However, there's video after video after video of all of the seminars they were doing together while they were teaching people supposedly about the real estate business and how to invest. And he's doing more than just endorsing him, right? It appears that they're in the same business together. Their business offices are in the same building right next to each other, right? They're making videos of properties, standing out in front of properties, which means they have to gather and go out to properties in order for them to endorse each other. And DJ Envy is doing most of the talking. So we're just hoping for the brother that he's not in too deep. But I have to tell you that not everybody, not all of his victims, and there are several who have invested large sums of money, are all that excited about him getting busted, right? No matter how good people want to be, or they say they are and so forth, a lot of these people who invested money with him inherited money, or they came into money from a lawsuit. This is probably their only chance of ever getting a hold of any money, and now they wanted to invest it instead of blowing it, right? And now they've been taken for everything they got. It's not likely they'll come across another $500,000, correct? But people who are involved in these Ponzi schemes, you can't assume that they just want the person to get busted for ripping them off. The last thing you want to do, if you have given somebody $200,000, is for them to get busted and go off to prison, right? So no matter what they say out of their mouth, a lot of those people wanted to get their money out first, right? The way a Ponzi scheme works, we talked about it before, is that The people who have invested their money, the people who have already invested their money, if they when the con artists start slacking on the payments, if they make a stink about it, they'll pay them with money from other new investors, right? So as long as they stay out of jail, the person would want them to, after they know that they are a scammer and rip off and all that, they want to get their money out first. Then you can go to prison, right? So not everybody's all that excited about it. I'm sure DJ Envy is very concerned about this. He's got a lot to lose. He's poured a whole lot of his life into that radio station. I think he was the original one, wasn't he? DJ Envy. He's got other businesses he's involved in. He's got a family. I'm sure he doesn't want to get, I'm sure he didn't want to be tied too closely to this guy. I don't know why, but all the video evidence they have, though, how he's going to be able to avoid it. Now, hopefully, Envy had enough sense not to have his name on all this stuff where they're partnering in. But he kept calling him his business partner, right? We'll have to see. Another problem is going to be that now if they do have Pina, and if they did arrest him, he's probably already out. He could bail out, you know. But if they start offering him less time, because they're going to want to get a bigger fish, right? Get to some publicity. Cops, they got egos too. And if they're going to try to attach Envy to this thing, they could offer him a deal. And of course, Envy, he's already said he's already backing away from this dude, Pina. So if Pina sees that Envy is backing away from him already, what's going to be his loyalty to Envy, right? So it's all going to have to come out in the rinse. We'll see. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all been watching this story? It just broke today. We can't call it a real story yet until, and even if they did arrest him and he bailed out, these things take forever in courts. We won't even hear about this damn thing for another 2 years, possibly. Before, I mean, you might hear about the arraignment date if it is a criminal charge. If you're being arrested for it, I assume that is a criminal charge. It's not like we already know about the civil. He's been sued by several people, well over $10 million. Some people say up to $100 million. People are already suing him. When the other investors see that other people are suing him, they want to sue as well because they want to get their money. And even if the Fed comes and takes everything, they'll be getting pennies on the dollar, right? By the time you pay everybody, split everything up. Look at Bernie Madoff. Now, he had tens of billions of dollars. Do you think those people got that money back? He broke a lot of lives, Bernie Madoff, with his major scam. But even if they did come in there and take his house, maybe he owns a house. He said he had properties all over New Jersey. It doesn't sound like that. And plus, how you going to pay somebody off if you done sold the same house to 10 different people? Anyway, it is a big mess. We will be checking in on that here and there. I don't know that Envy is going to be saying anything else about this. I'm sure that his attorneys, after he appeared 6 days ago, denying that and separating himself from Pina, I'm sure that just like Charlemagne was trying to tell him then, if your lawyer says be quiet, just be quiet. But Envy wanted to clear himself so bad that he went on there with his denials on the Breakfast Club. Now, I'm sure his attorney, he got a call immediately after getting off the air. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? They will take and spend everything you just said, right? You can't say nothing. Don't say shit. That's why you pay us. We are your lawyers. We are your barrister. Let us talk. How you doing, Miss Dovey? How y'all doing today? I've been having me a casual day today and didn't watch TV. Let me see. CESAR got arrested, not Envy. Oh, yeah, it's definitely CESAR. Then they haven't even made a connection with Envy yet. But they were very closely tied in business. We don't know to what extent, but I don't know why DJ Envy will be wasting his time going around New Jersey promoting this guy selling all these properties and so forth, pointing out properties, sitting on the steps of properties, and having all these seminars about real estate with this guy. If he wasn't getting anything out of it, if you are getting profit out of it, then you are his business partner. You're in it together. One goes down, the other one goes down. And the way, I don't know if it's going to be local or federal. They're saying that he got arrested by the feds, but whatever it is, they're going to play them against each other until they get down to the bone. Who actually owns this business? Who profited from this business? That kind of thing, right? Envy has already said that he is already separating himself. I don't know what that man was doing, kind of thing, right? So this guy's not going to have any loyalty to the person who's throwing him. I'm sure he would consider under the bus, implying that he could possibly be a criminal. It's not me. But no, so far Envy is not in any trouble. Envy's big issue is going to be keeping his job. Right. Now, if he's not guilty of anything, then maybe it'll just blow over. But there could be pressure on him for the Breakfast Club because of the scandal. We've seen people lose their long careers for a lot less than this. Right. And then many people would say, well, Envy, how could you have all of this connection with this man? You have an office right next to him in the same building, and you're riding all over town. You're doing all these seminars, and you're representing him. As a matter of fact, you're doing almost all the talking. CESAR hardly says anything. Yeah, that's right. How are you going to convince them that you were not involved in this thing as well? And how are you going to bring him on the show? Surely you have heard the rumors. Surely if you're in the office next to him, you've seen people coming in there and they're yelling and they're screaming about people wanting their goddamn money. Right? But that's why you pay lawyers. So I like DJ Envy. It seems like a nice guy to me. He's a straight man for Charlemagne's wisecracks and kind of thing. And it works fine. I look in on the show if it's something that's interesting to me. So we don't want anything to bad, but we still got to report on the news. It is a news story. Okay, let me see what y'all say. Let me see what y'all have to say on these issues. I'm sure he is. He's very uncomfortable, honey. I'm sure he's having at least one meeting every day with his lawyers. And trying to separate himself. Now, when you involve the cops, especially the Fed, because the Fed has a way of wanting to take everything that you have if it's ill game, right? Now, maybe this CESAR dude don't own a lot. Maybe he just has a property. He said he got, 50? Probably he got 5 things that he's doing. But Envy, now he have a lot to lose. He's involved in all kind of business. He's probably got a couple $1 million in just cars alone. Well, when the Fed come, they come and take all that. Right? So he has a lot to lose. And plus, both of these men have families. You can't just take all. I'll be back, baby. I'm going away for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're more than likely are going to have to tell on each other. And when they do that, then they got to wear this jacket to be a snitch. Although most people, you kind people, won't give a damn about that kind of thing. But they're in Jersey, shit. You still got to live there. You're still working with rappers and you're still working with all these people in this hip hop industry. It doesn't look great for you either way. But I think you'd rather carry a bad rep than to be locked away somewhere for 10 years. We'll see. Maybe by tomorrow, then they'll come out with the story. Someone will take time to look it up. Some of these people, they're experts at looking up people's arrest records and what they were charged with. I think I was over there at Thais earlier today, and I think he actually had a couple of documents on there. At the time, I was on my phone, so I couldn't really read these documents, but and the dates on the documents. you have to be sure to look at the dates as well. So he has something on there. So maybe if arrest is already started, then things are going to pick up speed. They've been talking about this for what, 6 months, but in the last month, there's been a lot more law involved, a lot more lawsuits people have brought. I'm sure they don't want to go to no long, lengthy lawsuits. They would much rather have their money. But now, who in the hell going to give CESAR any money? Right? He was depending on getting new investors to pay off people when the stove got too hot. Right? He can't do that now because nobody's going to give him any money. So he's not going to be able to raise more money to pay off old investors. And that's how the whole thing implodes, when you can't raise more money. He'll go away for a while, you know. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, though. Particularly if he didn't really own any of those properties. And these people who invested, they didn't own the properties either. There's probably all kinds of scams involved. But the Fed, they have whole departments to look in every minute detail of that. He invested as well. He's innocent. Okay, Bantu, that's loyalty. Bantu says he invested as well. He's innocent. What else is he going to say, Bantu? He's invested in a school there. I don't know that he would still be endorsing him, though, still having seminars with him if he felt like he was being ripped off. Right? So he's going to say that he's invested too, but why wouldn't you be invested in your own business? You think you should have something involved in it, right? I don't like speaking too much on shit I don't know nothing about their business arrangement, but I just know that every time I saw CESAR, I saw Envy, and Envy was doing pretty much all the talking. He was in these seminars they were giving on. They were drawing thousands of people, black and brown people primarily. And because people have, you may not think of them as being rich people, but people have 401ks. People have got money that they have saved their entire life. Imagine that, all of your money for all the years you've been working, gone. So that's what they do. They get people to invest their retirement. They get people to take out second and third mortgages on their homes. Now they don't even own their own damn home because now they got 2 and 3 mortgages. Let's loan something new. Now, if he talks about it at all, it won't be on Breakfast Club. I'm sure they've already had that discussion in the offices. So we got to hope that he don't even lose it. They don't even suspend him or something, you know. If he gets subpoenaed, Breakfast Club, they could, well, I forget the name of the company. Aren't they in cahoots with BET as well, too? They could well suspend him until the thing is resolved. It could take years to get resolved. But will they have you back after that? I don't know. What goes up? Nobody's safe, honey. Everybody is susceptible to having problems. Correct? I don't know why this dude wouldn't see. Maybe they went to high school together or something. They were friends, and maybe the dude suckered him in, kind of thing. But DJ Envy was so enthusiastic about the business. Now he says that he just wanted to help his community, and he considered it more like just the thing he was doing for charity to help out the community. But according to these seminars, they were making a pretty penny. The places I saw, they had like 2,000 or 3,000 people in the audience. This has been going on for a while, for some time now. There are several other players too, people borrowing thousands of dollars from their pension. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. From their pension, from their homes, right? You living in your mama's house. Your mama done left you a house. Now you done been convinced to take out a mortgage on the house and invest the money, let the money grow, building what do you call it? Generational wealth, blew all the money. Y'all remember a movie called Raisin in the Sun? Sidney Poitier, way back in the 60s. Raisin in the Sun. Came into some money, and then some shyster came and ripped them off. They were still stuck on it. They were already packed up to move into a brand new house. And the mama said, "Oh, God, baby, you did good. You did good." And he invested the money with some damn con man. Now they were still in the projects and ain't got no damn money and ain't got no house. It takes a sociopath to just not give a damn about ruining people. Some of these guys, you know, these ego guys, they may actually believe in their mind in the beginning that they're gonna make it whole. You know, the money's gonna come through. They have a lot of money because people are investing money. They feel like they can pull it off, and then things get out of hand when they cannot pay these premiums on all these loans they got with all these different people, all these big business deals, right? Because they're all paying premiums and everything, right? And things just get out of hand, and then they started just taking the money. A Ponzi scheme builds, right? Then they start just getting people just bringing them money, particularly when you have this famous disc jockey promoted it like it's he's endorsing the damn thing. It is legitimate. Gets out of hand, so now you're totally dependent on the new money. They're not even trying to build nothing no more. They showed the properties that they're supposed to be rehabbing. They haven't even broken ground on them, right? It's just about getting the money now to pay off the old people, pay them off to at least where they're not going to the Fed. That was a great movie. Another tearjerker. Those were my mama's favorites. Raisin in the Sun and Imitation of Life, baby. Imitation of Life. You know, they weren't making a lot of black movies back then, so it was rare to actually find one well written. Walter Lee, that was his name, Walter Lee Younger. Walter Lee, what you done? What you done? What you say, boy? What you say? What you do? What you do? Mama. Drama, baby. Imitation of Life, honey. That was the movie there. Who was that? Tanya. The white lady's name was what? Lana Turner. And Mahalia Jackson was the mama. No, Mahalia Jackson sang at the funeral. Who played the mama? And then the black girl, she was played by a Jewish girl, right? She was trying to pass. She was ashamed of her mama, all the sacrifices her mama had made for her. And then she go to Las Vegas. You act like I don't know her. Oh, she worked for my family because the daughter was passing. Y'all saw that movie on Netflix called Passing? I haven't gotten around to it yet. Mom's Mabley wasn't in that movie, child. Oh, very thoughtful and provokingly, beautifully written. Oh, that was a tearjerker there, Tanya. Hell, I was a preteen and I still cried over that movie. The guilt. She's trying to make up with her mama laying in the casket, honey. You know you did wrong. I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mom. A little too late for that, honey. Woman scrubbing floors to support your punk ass. You're going to deny your mama 3 times. Juanita Moore. Oh, that was Andrew Johnson. That was the mother. Juanita. Okay. Juanita Moore. Okay. She played her ass off in that. This is a great story. Wait a minute. Your son be trying to talk you into ventures? Tell him go back to school, boy. Show me some paperwork, honey, before you get my money. Ooh, your love is sweet as honey. Guess what, son? So is my money. Don't bring me no problems. Baby. You have to wonder, people speak that it seemed like a lot of those examples they gave, though, these people had come into money. Either they had inherited the money or they what was it? They inherited the money and they had lawsuits. And you know, people get a big chunk of money that they're not used to handling money. So they want to put it somewhere safe, right? And that's why they trusted these guys. They went to their seminars and said, okay, I'm gonna trust them because I don't want to just blow the money buying shoes and stuff. Tanya said, baby. So is my money. Not gonna lose my money, and don't put your don't be pawning your house either. People, you cheering, going to jail and things, selling drugs and things, child. And we're gonna put your house up. Oh, mama, it just be for a month. It just be for a month. Child, he runs, and your ass ain't got no house. I wouldn't even want to put my family in a position like that. Put up my abode, honey. I need a place to live. Plus, you want to keep the house in the family. So if you want to pass on some wealth, pass them on some property, honey, where everybody know they have somewhere to live. Too many con men out there. Unless you are real good, I wouldn't risk it. See if anybody else had anything to say about this story. Y'all not as involved because we're not hip hop people over here. I kind of feel for Envy though, because he didn't really got himself in. I guess that money was really rolling in for a while there, though. In order for them to get up to where they, people have lent them tens of millions of dollars and so forth, that money had to. It'd be hard to convince me, and I'm not a judge, of course, to convince me that you were just doing this for friendship, right? You having seminars for 2,000, 3,000 people because you Caesar's friend. Pina spoke on the Breakfast Club as well. Yeah, he did. That's where a lot of the story is coming from. So that's when Envy exposed him to his audience, right? So they're playing a lot of that. As far as I know, they only come on there one time. The big thing was these seminars they were putting on. These real estate seminars they were putting on. And all of these investment commercials that they were doing together. As I said, it seems like DJ Envy did all the talking. Pina hardly said anything. Just give me that money. Also, his wife is involved in this thing. So we don't know. Deals are going to be made. Okay. Y'all ain't really talking about this. What else is going on? This case is wild. What's going on over there with the dude over there in Brooklyn? What's his name? Lamar Whitehead. Y'all heard he went through the whole process too, where he actually got arrested and all that. But what happened with that? Sure takes a long time for them to put these people in jail. Hell, they used to come knock on my door. Blaine, open the goddamn door. That was it, honey. Shit. Motherfucker. I guess if you can pay a lawyer, you can stay out. Oh, you've been watching this through Tony the Closer. Yeah, he seems to be the primary person, or he's the one that kicked the story off. There's an interesting interview with those two together, with DJ Envy and Tony the Closer. At the beginning, they seemed to be softballing it, and then at the end, Tony was actually putting some pretty serious questions to him about this guy, about the money, about the business. So I believe See, I mean, DJ Envy is suing Tony the Closer. It's going to be kind of a hard case to prove if you end up getting convicted on the very thing he accused you of, But he's not letting up. But I didn't even see him doing the story. They were playing the clip of him talking about this guy getting arrested. But when you go to his page, he didn't say anything about this today. There's so much social media. People talk on the Instagram and they talk on Facebook. They talk all these different places. I only do YouTube. So if it don't come through here, I don't know nothing about it. Anyway, Tony the Closer. As far as Envy investing there, that ain't nothing, child. Why wouldn't you be invested if you're in business with the man? It's your business, honey. You invested in yourself. Unfortunately, it'd be nice if you just come out and you want to just come out and make it plain, talk to the people, but he can't do that. No lawyer in his right mind is going to tell him to do that, right? So he's just going to have to weather that, honey. He's going to have to deal with all the snarks. People on his radio show going to try to sneak in a question here and there. They're going to have to be disconnecting. And if it gets too hot, yeah, it could put his job in jeopardy. What's some other great black movies back in the, well, that wasn't totally black. What was about black people? It was about the black experience, Imitation of Life, and also Raising His Son. There was some. Sidney Poitier was still a movie star back then. He did Lilies in the Valley and Call Me Mr. Tibbs. There were a few, but they were far in between. They go turn themselves in, pay the bond, leave right out some. Well, that's true, Tanya. Even if he did get busted today, he would have just bailed out. He probably had the damn lawyer meet him at the jailhouse. As long as it's not like something like a murder or mayhem or something like that, they can bail out. Pay the bond, turn themselves in. The lawyer will walk down there with them, In fact, a lot of those financial scams, that's what happens. The lawyer brings them in because they know they're going to get right out, Superfly. Wait a minute now. You can't put Superfly in the same. I guess if you're a younger person, Superfly would be a really old movie, right? But you can't be putting Superfly in the same sentence as Imitation of Life. Oh, I guess you could. It was huge at the time. Superfly, Shaft. Who was a Caesar? What was that one called? Caesar something. Black Caesar, Blackula. They call them exploitation movies. That was a whole different era, though, bruh. Superfly. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that Negro in the alley. Freddy's dead. Everybody misused him, ripped him off and abused him. Another junkies pushing dope for the man. It's a terrible blow, but that's how it goes. Freddy's on the corner now. If you want to be a junkie, wow. Remember, Freddy's dead. Dark is the night and the moon shining bright. This cat from the slum had a mind that wasn't done. Can't be like the rest, is the most to confess. But the time is running out and there's no happiness. All Superfly. Gonna make perfection by and by. And if you lose, don't ask no questions why. Only game you know is do or die. Game he plays for keeps. Hustling towns and ghetto streets, trying to get over. That was a beautiful soundtrack. I know that. That's still one of the best soundtracks I ever heard. As far as those movies, it was the best, honey. Look at that movie by Future, Superfly. Yeah, I saw the more recent Superfly. That's kind of good. I was surprised because a lot of times those movies were great when we saw them, but when you look at them now, they look like it's bad cameras, bad writing, bad directing. Everything looks because things have advanced. But the second Superfly, I thought was pretty good. Curtis Mayfield. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Trying to get over. That's what he's trying to do. Taking all that he can take, gambling with the odds of fate. Mm-hmm. Henry, have you heard this Hawaiian gospel singer, Soy Poo To from North Carolina? Nope. What's his name? Soy Poo To. No, I never heard of him. I see they over there giving that guy rest. What's his name? Wes? Is it Wes something? A gospel singer, a white guy, kind of from Tennessee, I think. He's an excellent singer. I liked him. I haven't watched him in years, but apparently he did a hatchet job on the Star Spangled Banner, and there are several of these tubers didn't appreciate it. Although that's a very hard song to do anyway, right? I always just kind of fake my way through those words. A lot of people have chopped up Star Spangled Banner because the words don't make a lot of sense. Anyway, Westmoreland is his name. Y'all heard of Westmoreland? Mm-hmm. Apparently, that was Larry Reed was mad, and then the other guy, who was the other one? St. James. They didn't appreciate it. They's music people. Mm-hmm. You remember that song, Willie Hutch? Whoa, I choose you, babe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Remember the hooker? I forgot her name, was Tamala or something like that. She was the hooker, and she was with Pretty Tony in the movie The Mac. But she overheard Pretty Tony talking trash about her, right? I've been with the bitch 10 years. I ain't never fucked her. Well, she heard that, right? And so Pretty Tony, Goldie was the new pimp on the block. So she left his arm, Pretty Tony arm, and went over there. Can I choose you? And then Willie Hutch would come in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Then Pretty Tony, he was bent on murder after that. He gonna kill him. Mm-hmm. Anita. Now, who is Willie? What about Willie Dynamite? Willie. Okay, boy. Look at my boy running. That's his going to the potty music. All right, Squeenie. Thank y'all for coming in on today. We'll check in on this story if anything happens with it. And we're hoping for the best for DJ Envy. I don't think he's a bad person. I hope he hasn't gotten caught up or that he's not a criminal himself. We'll see. Later, people.